Picks of Equinage for Kineland, Thursday, April 17. You are watching the race simulation of the first race, according to Equinage.com. And don't forget to register your free user there. The QR code is updated. You go to that QR code, you will land in the page where you can register your free user. Try the system, the best handicapping tool for the US horse racing. You will not regret. And let's start with a brief explanation of the algorithms. The Scotty Picks is a machine learning algorithm, emulates a human being handicapping the race with a combination between obviously some logical and some malicious, depending on the kind of race, obviously the jockey, the trainer combination. So you have 2 picks. These 2 picks win the 52% of the time. The long shot, depending on the type of race, between 11 to 13%. Then you have another program that is independent from the Scotty Picks program. Is the win percentage. The win percentage is a probability of victory for each horse calculated based on stats. And obviously with the stats, we're talking about a mathematical calculation. It's a logical value, of course, and the higher the better. The pace, similar to the race simulation, but is a number, just a number that gives you an idea how the race is going to develop at the beginning. And then you have the SOR, the stand of race, the competitive level of each horse in average. This is the competitive level for this race, and for each horse, you have different competitive levels, and the record at the distance and surface for the horse, and the GSR, the genetic strength rate, the pedigree of the horse represented with one number. The higher, the better for this specific surface and distance. If you touch a horse, you can review the whole campaign of the horse from his debut, workouts, details about distances, also the trainer, the jockey, the stallion, the dam, the GSR plus, that is the number of the pedigree for each distance and surface. For example, the 4 looks better on turf. Let's go to the first race. 7 and 4, and don't forget 52% of hitting rate for the top picks. 7 and 4, the top picks. The long shot is a 2. 7 and 4 at the top of the win percentage. But if you check the win percentage, these 5 horses are very alike in the number calculated by the win percentage. So they have a chance. Obviously, the 7 and 4 from the Scotty Picks are horses that you need to highlight here are at the top. The difference is not too much. Then you have the number 2 has a long shot, has 15% to win, 5-1 the money line. This race looks very spread in the possibility of victory between these 5 horses, 7, 4, 3, 1, 2. Obviously, these 3 horses are highlighted because other program is picking them. Race 2, 4 and 8, the picks, 11, the long shot. 4 win is the top win percentage, 31%, very nice. Very nice GSR as well. So this horse could be a very useful pick here. And then you have the number 8 with only 12%, a better money line than the 4. And this GSR as well has a chance. Is here with a good opportunity at least. The 11 is the long shot. Maybe you can check the horse if you have time. Try to check these long shots. Sometimes are useful for exotics or if you're looking for a price play. But between the win percentage of these 5 horses, you have 2 horses with 12-1 in the money line, and one of them has the top GSR of the race because the 7 has a decent win percentage, but the GSR is dropping, and the number 5 has a very good GSR for this race. So you have the information. You do the job to reduce the race or pick the horses. Then race 3. 9 and 7, the top picks. The 8 is the long shot. 9, the top win percentage is very good, 30%. And the race is reduced, you can say that, with the win percentage to 9, 2, and 7. Between the 3 of them, we're talking about 74% of victory. So 75% for these 3 horses together. So, and the 9 and 7 are at the top here, so they look strong. The 2 strong enemy, and you can check the number 8 has a long shot, a possibility of price play, and the GSR is going up, a good option. Race 4, 10 and 12, the top picks. The number 1 is the long shot. 10 and 12 here, polarizing the win percentage, 55% between both of them. That is very nice. They need to be considered seriously. Then the rest, see, the number 1 is a long shot, is a first starter, 50-1 in the money line, and the top GSR of the race. I believe the number 1 deserves a revision here. Could be a good price play. Obviously, these two are mandatory picks, but the number 1, good option. Race 5, 5 and 8 the picks. The 10 is the long shot. 5 and 8 among the win percentages, and the top win percentages. Then you have the number 10, that is the long shot, 12-1 in the money line, with a decent win percentage, very decent, I can say 22%, not far from the 5, and a bit over of the number 8. And then you have the number 1 in 2 diamonds, 20-1 in the money line, 4th win percentage, 85 GSR is going up dramatically. It's the higher of the race. So these two, I believe, are mandatory. The number 10 an option of a price play, and the number 1 another price play option. Race 6, 3 and 4, and the long shot is the 2, and the 3 of them are at the top of the win percentage. The long shot has the higher win percentage by only 1%, but has a good pace. The 3 of them has good GSRs. So these 3, 4, and 2, they are strong here together in this race. We're talking about 81% to win. I believe between these 3, you have the winner here. In race 7, 3 and 8, the picks. The 9 is the long shot. This race is different from the previous one. We're talking about maybe until 6 horses with a good probability, with a chance. Several of them with good money lines. The 3, 8, and 9 are the top. The number 9 is the long shot, 6-1 in the money line, 13% to win, not bad from the 3 and 8, but if you add the 3 of them, we're talking about 34, 47. They don't reach 50% between the 3 of them. So it's a race that you need to spread. The number 8, the GSR is going up, and this is a long distance. So the GSR is particularly good in these long distances. So you need to use these 3, but maybe you need to add some options looking for a good payout in this race. Race 8, 4 and 6 are the picks. The 7 is the long shot. The 6, 20% to win. The GSR is dropping, but is the second pick here. 10-1 in the money line. At least the horse should be checked. The number 3, 22% to win, good pace, decent GSR. The top one with the number 5. And the 3 is not at the top here, but has a good chance, obviously. Several metrics pointing that this horse has a chance. Then you have the 4, is the top pick. 16% to win, not bad. Decent GSR. A good opportunity is the top SOR of the race. That is something that you need to notice here. And then the long shot, only 6% to win. Maybe you can check this horse because it has a good SOR. So another race with 2 angles, 4 and 6. You need to check this number 6. The GSR is dropping, but 2 strong metrics pointing the horse. The 3 is a horse that maybe I believe you need to use. Even the same applies for the 4. And then you have the 1 has another option. By the way, is the further the money line. Race 9, 9 and 4 at the peak, the 5 the long shot. 9 and 4 together, 54% win percentage. They look very strong. And you have several options. The long shot is the following horse in the win percentage, 9%, but the GSR is going up, and 10-1 in the money line. These 2 look mandatory, but the 5 maybe it's a price play. If you don't want to use this number in your pick 4, pick 3, or pick 5, maybe for the exotic, at least check the horse, and then the rest is very equalized in the win percentage. These 2 very strong, a horse that you need to consider the 5. Good luck with your bets at Kineland. We will continue posting picks of Equalage for Kineland and our picks also for Saturday for Kineland.